Best in Show dog tonight in 2016 is the German Short-Haired Pointer.
The German Short-Haired Pointer, CJ. Wow.
And there's a new top dog in town. His name is CJ, short for California Journey. The German Short-Haired Pointer crowned Best in Show Tuesday night at the 140th Westminster Dog Show. And CJ is here. He joins us now to bask in his glory, along with his handler, Valerie Nunes-Atkinson, and Gail Miller-Beischer, the Westminster Club Director of Communications. Valerie and Gail, thanks to both of you for being here. Valerie, let me start with you. Does CJ understand that he's a winner?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Top dogs, special dogs, show dogs, they know they've done something really great.
How do they express that?
Through excitement and just showing their enthusiasm in what they do and how they perform.
Oh, he is certainly sweet. And Gail, certainly the competition was very rough this year. What stood out about CJ?
Well, every year, the competition, especially at the Best in Show level, is very, very top quality at Westminster. But he didn't put a foot wrong. CJ was on. He paid attention to his owner. He did everything, or owner, handler, and breeder. He paid attention to her and did everything that she asked of him. He really was a perfect, perfect performer last night.
And only the third German Short-Haired Pointer, correct, to win?
Yes.
And he is related to the other ones? So
Absolutely.
He comes from a long line, obviously, of winning show dogs. But what is it about a puppy? When the litter is born, what do you look for? What stood out about CJ as a puppy?
Well, every breed, but CJ is judged against a standard, and that's, as breeders, we try to mold our dogs and breed dogs that fit that standard.
And does it winnow? So you start out with a couple of puppies that you think these might be the ones, and then as the years
and as they grow, you can see different traits in them, and you just keep selecting for what you want. But at 6 weeks, this little guy went trotting across the backyard and really took everyone's breath away, and we knew then something special was
something was up. And what is the training process like for a show dog? I mean, what do they eat? How much do they exercise? Is all of that carefully controlled? Gail,
It's absolutely controlled. These dogs are socialized young, they're trained young, they learn to be groomed and be handled often by judges, vets, everybody.
Yes.
And what they eat obviously makes a big difference as well. And Purina Pro Plan is a presenting sponsor of our show, but a lot of the dogs eat quality foods like that.
Right, and Valerie, we can see that CJ is a little exhausted from his night of celebrating last night, which we totally understand. It's
been a big night.
What was the night like? Did he have that special dinner? What did he eat?
Well, actually, he had a special lunch today. We went to Sardi's,
Ooh.
and he had beautiful grilled chicken breasts that he devoured.
The winning dogs get to choose between a steak and chicken?
Yes.
And how did he choose chicken? How did he demonstrate that was his preference?
I chose for him.
You chose for him. Are there any other treats ahead for him?
I think he's had a lot today. I think we'll go light on the treats over the next few days.
And now, Miss P was the winner last year, is that correct?
That's right.
What is she up to now? What happens to a show dog after this moment?
Oftentimes, the females then go on to be bred and have puppies and become mommies.
So is that what Miss P is up to?
I believe she has done that, yes.
And do we know what CJ has planned? Hollywood may call, you know.
I know. He's done so well today, maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, he's just starting his career, which is unusual to win at the beginning of a career.
So how many more years of showing does he have?
Maybe only another year.
Another year.
Yeah.
And then it would be puppies as well, or perhaps a blog or Instagram.
You never know. You never know.
How important is social media these days to the Westminster Dog Show?
It is incredibly important. We are really ramping up our social media presence. We have an agency of record, Glow is our agency, and we use them to reach a younger audience and a more engaged audience with the dog show. Dog lovers everywhere are now becoming part of the Westminster Kennel Club experience.
So do you notice through social media that the audience has just widened tremendously?
Absolutely. Selfies with their dogs, you know, everyone cheering on dogs, wanting to see what's happening at the events, live, streaming, we have Periscope, we're doing everything, Instagram.
And what about for the dog owners, Valerie? Do many of these show dogs have their own, you know, Instagram accounts and blogs that people are following?
A lot do.
Does CJ have one?
He doesn't, but I think one might be in his future.
I think you should start one. I think this would be the perfect launching pad for that. Well, CJ is an absolutely sweet dog. What can you tell us about his likes and dislikes?
He doesn't have many dislikes. He's a very willing dog. He'll almost do anything I ask of him. But he has a cat that he loves and a whippet as his best friend. And those two animals are his besties. So
Now, you say he will almost do anything you ask. Can you ask him to give me a kiss? Will he give me a kiss?
he's not a big licker, but he might.
He might.
Yeah.
Would you give me a little kiss?
I think
Gotta
he
wake
might
up
be.
first.
Yeah.
Hi. Would you give me a kiss, please?
Here, CJ, kiss.
You broke my heart, CJ. Well, you are absolutely adorable. Thank you so much for coming by and bringing him Valerie and Gail. It was really
Thank you.
fun. Thank you.